Welcome everyone, I'm Laura. I'm the host for today. I will be hosting this knitting challenge with Patrick. He's here with us. In a moment, he will tell us a little more about create a green and sustainable home office. So without further ado, welcome Patrick.
Thank you, Laura. Good to be here. Welcome everyone that's joined and welcome everyone that's watching the replay. As Laura mentioned, I will be the host, the coach for this team challenge, and we're here today to learn a little bit more about the team challenge. I'll walk you through what to expect, what we're going to be doing, and all that stuff. So I'll share a little bit the screen and the presentation, and I think I'll start just by going through the agenda. So bear with me as I share. So this will be the agenda for today. I'll tell you a story, as I often like to do, about the nature of things. Just talk a little bit about me. I know you probably read about me in the description when signing up, but I'll just put some pictures together, so I'll share that. I'll talk about why this challenge, and then we'll do the what and the how. And if there's any questions at the end, we'll have a little bit of time for that. Otherwise, and I'll say this again later on, but feel free to reach out to me or reach out to Laura if there's any questions that aren't answered today or you're watching the replay of this. So with that, the first thing that we're going to do is go over this story, and it's called The Nature of Things. There were two monks that were sitting or meditating on the bank of the river, just kind of doing their thing, eyes closed and everything. And there was a scorpion that was walking by. And the monks look over at the scorpion, and the scorpion falls into the water. So one of the monks reaches into the water, grabs the scorpion, gets stung by the scorpion, and puts the scorpion back on the land. And the other monks, just looking at that monk that grabbed the scorpion, he's like, oh, whatever. They go back to their meditation. But a few minutes later, that same scorpion is walking by the river again, falls into the water, and again, the monk reaches into the water, gets stung by the scorpion, and puts the scorpion back on the land. And that second monk says, what are you doing? Don't you know that the scorpion's going to sting you each time you save it? And the monk says, yes, I do, because the nature of the scorpion is to sting. And the nature of myself is to save, So hopefully with this team challenge, we're going to dive into, or we're going to grow and expand that nature within us that is all about saving. And while we're probably not going to be saving scorpions this week, we are going to be working on how to maybe save the planet a little bit with our home office. A lot of us are at home these days, and a lot of us are working from home. So let's see how we can tune in to that nature that we have of saving this week. So with that, just a little bit about me. I'm Patrick, for those of you that know me, and for those of you that don't know me, I'm still Patrick. I like nature and plants. You can probably see with my background. I am and have been active with the green movement on the European level, also on the local level. I do like to hug a tree or two. I do like riding a bike. I do like presenting about this topic. So I'm going to be combining a little bit of my experience, my talents, and kind of the best kind of tricks and tips when it comes to creating a more green and sustainable home office this week. But we'll be learning more about me, and or if you'd like, throughout this week as we engage in the chat. So with that being said, why are we here? And I really like this Native American proverb that talks about, this earth, this planet that we inherited from our parents and their parents and our ancestors. And I like how they, talk about how we're borrowing it from our children. And if we think about it, when you borrow something, you at some point in time have to give it back. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever borrowed something from someone, you probably expect that it comes back in that same condition, if not in a better condition. My mom used to say as I was growing up that when you leave someone, or you leave someone's house, or you borrow something from someone, return it in a better condition or with something more. So if we think about us as a species, or us as a group, or even as an individual, how am I taking care of this planet, and in what kind of ways? Since many of us are at home and many of us are working from home, and if you're on this challenge, you probably have a home office, why should we think about greening or creating a more sustainable home office? And while there's many lists out there, I just wanted to touch on 4 whys. A more green and sustainable home office the studies show that it can improve your well-being, your health, your immune system, the air you breathe, and things like that. It can also save money because you're using more efficiently the energy, the lights, and all that. It can also boost creativity. When we're at home, the dynamics of how we work change up a little bit. Yet employers and our teammates and our leaders, they still require us to be more creative. So maybe that extra boost can be solved by just becoming more green and sustainable at home. And often when we are interacting with, our work and with other people, every time somebody sees you, or how you show up, or what's behind you, it's also a nice role modeling behavior. Walking the walk, talking the talk, and all of that. All you need is less. So hopefully there won't be too many things that you will need to buy or change or invest a lot of time and energy. And we'll focus more on seeing how we can work with what we have, and perhaps even work with less that we thought that we need. When it comes to this week, this journey that we're going to be on together, we're going to meet today as we are right now, and we'll meet again at the end of the week to talk about how it's gone and share. But I want to highlight in this section a little bit of the agenda, the themes of the week, and how the app works as well. So we have that kickoff. We have these 5 little activities that I want to show you in just a bit. And then at the end, we have our adjourning meeting and kind of the plan for what's next. And the themes for this week are as follows. Later today, I'm going to post the first activity. Laura's going to support me in posting the replay. So the first activity is about light and making the most of light, and the light that we need to work during the day and to even work at night. More about that in the activity. We'll also talk tomorrow about how to make my home office more green. The third day is going to be about managing and better understanding the energy that we're consuming at home. The fourth day is going to be building on additional things that we can do to become more green and sustainable. And then at the end, there's going to be more resources and reflections and affirmations, and there will be some sharings, and we have a nice packet. And for everyone that completes 80% of the activities, in addition, we're going to be giving you a certificate and planting a tree, so we can, give back this borrowed planet that we have from our future children. With that being said, just a quick little video from the team at Uloo about the dynamics of the app and how it will look like. Again, I'm going to repeat myself for the second or third time. Laura and I are here to support you. So if there's a question or something's not working, just please reach out to us, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Want to join a team challenge on Uloo? Here's how. Go to the Challenges tab. Here, you can either click on Join a Challenge for the complete list or scroll through the recommended challenges. Once you've decided on a challenge, you can check out all the details, see if this challenge serves your goal, what you will do in this challenge, and get to know your coach better. Mark the dates of the team challenge and get ready to join. While waiting for the kickoff call where your coach will introduce you to the challenge, feel free to say hi to your teammates on the chat. You'll be able to see all of the activities and track your progress under the Me tab, and view your teammates' progress under the Team tab. If you missed any activities, don't worry. They'll be available under the Me tab for you to catch up. And congrats! By joining a team challenge, you've begun your path to self-growth with Uloo.
Stay curious. I love that video and the music and the voice of the presenter. So thank you for watching that. So that's that. We covered it pretty quickly. I'll pause here to see if there's any questions or comments in maybe the chat, or if somebody wants to unmute themselves. And if there's any questions later on, we'll answer them as well.
I think we are all set, Patrick.
All right. I think just everyone's ready to go for the challenge and ready to see the activities for this week. Good. And I see lots of green hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, I'm grateful to be here, and I appreciate everyone that's here right now or watching the replay. Looking forward to this great week together. Let's see how we can make our home offices more green and more sustainable together. All the best. Stay curious.